that it?
That's it for. Are those all the game demos?
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
I'm sorry. Yes, that's it for me ranting.
For our infamous
I'm
rant.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh gosh. The Witness. I like puzzle games.
I like puzzle games too.
I really do.
Yes, agreed. I don't know what that one was about.
Yeah. This.
I do have.
Even the visuals made me feel like it was a polished up Minecraft scenery. It really did. And I don't know, something about mirrors or lasers or something.
I have a theory. The entire story about the game is about you, the person solving all these puzzles. You're actually someone who saw a mob boss do something horrible, or you were once in a mob and now you're being put in a witness protection plan. Hence, the witness. Or maybe, I don't know. You gotta explain it a little to me. I get it's a puzzle.
I don't know.
It's a puzzle game, but you know what's also a puzzle game with a great story? Puzzle Agent. That game is a puzzle game, and it is very. The story behind it is really nice. If you haven't played it, you really should. Wait, I think that's only on iOS, but I think it's also on the computer too. You should play that game. It's really fun if you like puzzle games.
Okay. Back to it.
Aye. Okay, I'm sorry. Wait, no, I'm still on it. You know, it's a puzzle game. Just saying.
Yes.
Rawr.
But this one as well, it didn't get me into it. You know, I'll still listen in E3 and be like, okay, what is it really about? But I don't know. With just about all of these, I felt like they were presenting something that they thought was really neat and trying to convince me it was really neat, but it didn't look as neat.
You all just heard me go on go off kilter about these games. They did not hold my interest. Yeah, if Witness was something that really spoke out to me, I'd be like, oh yeah. And this isn't because I didn't play Braid. I don't think I should have to have played Braid in order to appreciate The Witness. It just didn't do anything. It didn't do anything. It didn't have the pop or pizzazz I need in order to be like, I need this game. Period.
But there is one to look forward to.
Which one is that?
Watch Dogs.
Ubisoft. Ubisoft is my abusive lover. Beats me raw. But then it gives me a gem. It beat me with the Prince of Persia, Warrior Within. Then it gave me the Two Thrones. It beat me with Assassin's Creed 3, and now it's giving me Watch Dogs. I am so interested in Watch Dogs. The problem with Watch Dogs and the PS4 conference, though, is it's coming out on the Wii U as well as the PS3 and the Xbox 360. Not much incentive for me to get a PS4 for it.
That is totally true.
I have a Wii U. Guess which console I'm going to get it for? Just saying. Pay $60 to get it on the console I already own. Pay upwards of $300, then $60 to get it on a new console. I'll let you all do the math.
Yeah, that is a very good point.
In its defense, though, due to Sony's social media thing, you can do all this and that. There's a lot of potential for more interesting things to be done with Watch Dogs on the PS4. I'll grant them that. They explained none of it, and they said nothing of the sort. So I can only go that it won't. More than likely. Maybe in E3 will, make me have to retract that statement. But Watch Dogs made me interested to get a Watch Dogs, not a PS4.
This is true. They advertised themselves not exactly the PS4. But again, we like the PS4, so you should too.
Yeah. See, I was able to stay off a rant this time, folks. I can do it.
This is true. Yeah.
It's hard, but I can do it.
But in the same sense, then comes Diablo. That one surprised me a bit. Like, when Blizzard Associate came out on stage, I was like, wait, what? What are they doing with Sony? What's going on? And then I understand why they would bring Diablo 3, but at the same time, I feel like it's already, run its course.
Interesting thing, I've heard many people complain about the Wii U being released with the games that you've already played at least a year ago. I have not seen many people complain about the PS4 being and the PS3 coming out with Diablo 3. Just putting that out there, But as far as my feelings on Diablo, at first I was thinking, that's neat, but here's my initial thought. I saw Blizzard. Hey, it's the World of Warcraft guys. Then they talked about the games they did and mentioned 3 Vikings. I'm like, that's right, they did do 3 Vikings. Wow. Oh God, please, Lord in heaven, if they're making a new game like that for a console, let me have it. Lay it on me, Blizzard. I haven't joined the flock of your sheep, but I might be getting ready to buy. Then they brought about Diablo 3. Never played Diablo 3, never played any of the Diablo games, but I have heard that a lot of the people who love Diablo 2 hated 3. So I'm like, why would they do that later on?
It's back and forth, really. It's back and forth, really. I know veteran players that love the old Diablos, and then they love 3, but then after a while they ended up hating it for some reason. I don't know. Some love it, some hate it. If the same people buy a PS4, I can see them getting Diablo 3 just to see how it goes, and I'm sure it'll go pretty well. But yeah, at the same time, I don't see it being a huge seller for the PS4.
Yeah, something that someone had on another podcast I listened to said that it made a lot of sense. Obviously Blizzard didn't just make this game last week for the PS3 and 4. This is obviously something they worked on probably while they were working on the original Diablo 3. And when she said that and I watched the conference again, well, when I heard her say that and I watched the conference again, I could definitely tell that there was a little bit of he knew he was the elephant in the room after he announced that game. Because there was a really like, okay, look, I know you guys don't like it, but look, this is the game that's coming out. I know you don't like it. I can feel your stares. The arrogance, the swagger that he walked in there was not the swagger he walked out of there with. But, so, I think it's going to be pretty good. I will probably get it for my PS3. I can get it for my PS3, so why should I get it for my PS4? If I don't have to, what's going to be different about the PS4 release wasn't explained. It sold itself in this PS3 potentially to me, because I want to see what's so big, interesting about Blizzard. I want to know what's so great about them. So
yeah, it's not. I personally don't think it's a bad game. I didn't play it all the way through, but I did play it, and I would say it's a good game. It might go well for the PS4, but can't say for sure. It also is another one that didn't get me all excited.
Yeah, it's interesting to know that that Sony has a partnership with Blizzard now, though. That may be something to keep an eye on, because with all this social thing, maybe MMO coming to Sony, maybe. That would be interesting. That might sell a system or 3,000. So, there's always a potential for that. We don't know how anything has changed. We don't know how they may have prepared servers for this. Maybe they found a way to, because the architecture, from what I understand, the PS4 is a lot like a computer. Maybe it actually can be pushed to literal computer servers, and people playing on PS4 can play MMORPGs on, with people who are just playing it on their computers. Don't know because they didn't say it, but it is something to think about. And, it could happen. Might not, but it could happen. Hey, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt that they actually did the work.
Yeah. We'll just have to see.
Indeed. What other game was there that came out? Demo. Oh!
Destiny.
Hold on. Nope. I'm sorry.
Nope.
Nope. It's not a game.
That's not a
but
game.
I want to talk about Square Enix, darn it. We'll get to Destiny's Child in a minute.
Okay.
Destiny.
Oh,
I mean, not. See, look what you made me do. Square Enix. Their presentation was gloriously awful. It was fantastic. They first talked about what they showed a video of a video that they showed for E3. Only they showed you about a fourth or a third of that video and said, that's what we're working on. We're working on something like that. Now, I didn't know that that's what they had, that they showed this for E3. The E3 last year went way over my head. Then our grand co-host Lotus here informed the ignorant ShadyKnights of the actual video, and it just, the mild interest that I had for, oh, okay, this is going to be nice on the PS4, completely dried up. It was very, very sad that they hadn't.
What they showed at the presentation didn't do it justice. It was like a preview of a game engine they worked on last year.
But it's what
which
we
makes
saw.
it sound awful, right? It is what we saw, and I'm glad I could show you the actual
I am very
full
grateful for
version that looks nice.
Wow. Again, I'm assuming this is more E3 prep, but why would you have Square Enix come up there and do that to you, Sony? That made no sense. That's the entire feeling of this press conference. But we're not done just yet, because then we had another interesting demo before Destiny, Deep Down, which looked... It wasn't a demo. These were... I'm pretty sure they specified these were just concepts, just videos and whatnot to get your attention for it. Destiny was anyway, Deep Down, old men and looked like they were medieval European in a I guess cave or something like that, old dungeon or something.
When they were
the dragon
displaying the Panta Ray engine.
The Panty Rape engine, yes.
Not the
Panty Ray engine? The Panta Ray, yeah, damn, that.
Panta Ray, yeah.
That video looked very interesting. I'm completely positive that all of that was video. None of that was any type of gameplay whatsoever. But it looked nice. It didn't really tell me buy a PS4. It just told me that PS4 could make good videos. All right, I believe you. I'm willing to believe that the PS4's videos would be good as, if not better than, the PS3's. I'll accept that. I don't know if that, if they showed a game, if that was a game, and they were showing us a preview of the game, that game did not get me excited for the PS4. It just merely showed dragon melting people while still in their armor. Looked good, but
it showed that they can make things shiny.
Yes.
Which the PS3 made shinies, so of course, kind of expect the PS4 to make more shinies.
Yeah. And what was that? I can't remember the name of that guy. The person who worked on Heavy Rain and Indigo Prophecy. He came up there and showed us a very impressive head of an old man with very thin, wispy hair, whose irises did not dilate in a light, so therefore it is completely non-realistic. But it looked good. It was a very realistic head. What can I say?
It was. It was well done.
Yeah. I don't know what he was trying to say, but not because of his accent, but because I didn't get the message behind showing me.
Right. I don't have much opinion on the things that showed, the graphics engine or anything, because it's just expected.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Oh, hold on. They showed that the guy who showed the nice pretty head was talking about how polygons and blah 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 that makes the games more immersive. You can get a lot of feeling into that. My brain immediately cried BS because I got more emotion out of Majora's Mask when you talk to Anju on the second day and you don't give her Cafel's note, his letter, and she was crying at the laundry pool on a rainy day. That broke my heart. I was young and whatnot. I'm like, oh my god, I have to help this poor girl. I felt upset. I tried everything I could to get those two together by the end of that game, and damn it, I did that. But I got emotionally invested in dim blocks and polygons and the drawing on the faces. It's about the story. That's what immerses you, and that's what makes you care about things. How it looks is not important. District 9 is a very good movie that proves how it looks is not as important as what you feel, or the emotion that it can get across from a good story. But then there was also that other game that we were both really interested. Well, not game, but demo, I guess. Maybe it was a new game that they're working on. But the one with working with the Move. I can't remember the name of it. But
the Move controller.
Yeah.
They're going to marry it to the PS4.
That's what he said. They were going to marry us to the Move controller, to the PS4 via the Move controller. We were going to get married, folks. He got us the ring and everything. Altar, priest, whole 9 yards. We were not going to have a cheap wedding, according to him. But here's the thing. Okay, here's the theme that I got from the conference. Well, I'm sorry. We'll get to that later. Remind me later about the thing from the conference. But from the thing, they show you can sculpt this and you can sculpt that, and you can essentially build a lot of little things to put in your own little world. Here's what I got from it. You can build a lot of things to put in your own little world to do essentially what you want, to kind of make your own game. Little Big Planet style, but you could literally build everything. That's
what it seemed like, and you can get whatever you want.
Sculpt it. Anything.
And I really love sculpting, Took it in college. That was great. I
cannot sculpt with these hands.
Maybe you can sculpt with the
I can only draw. I can only draw. They will not allow me to do sculpting. That game looked completely intimidating to me for that reason. Because Play-Doh has taught me in kindergarten and years later that I have no sculpting skills.
Yeah, but that one got me really excited. Really did.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I'm an artist. I don't know. But then you heard my reaction later.
I thought it was neat. I thought it was really, really, really neat. I liked it.
It was really neat. They had my full attention on that one, and then all of a sudden,
Rock Band,
yes.
Oh, the marionettes dance. Well, puppets, I guess, dancing, and then the old man picks up the guitar, starts rocking out, and this lady comes in, being controlled by this guy playing the two keyboards, and this drummer by this lady playing on the drums and dancing and rock little concert. Had no idea what it was all about or what it was saying, but darn it, it was nice. It was great for me because it made no sense. It wasn't introduced, it wasn't explained. They never went back to it to tell you what they just did. They just did it, bowed, and GTFO. That was great. I loved it.
I guess so. The first time I watched it, I felt really let down. I was like, where'd everything go? Can we go back to the art? Because I like the art.
Yeah, that was good.
I didn't get it.
Not a system seller for me, not get me excited for the PS4, but it was an interesting game that I was thinking, if I got a PS4, I missed out on the Little Big Planet boat. I'm probably going to miss out on this boat too because I just cannot do that. I cannot picture in my head how I want to do things and have it done. I have the ideas, but the how to do it just never really translate right in my brain. I don't know why. But it looked like a fun game. It definitely looked like something I can see people having hours of fun with.